Most people believe money changes people. In reality, money reveals who they already are. If your habits are weak before success, they'll stay weak after success. If your thinking is limited today, a bigger paycheck won't suddenly create a bigger future. That's why real wealth doesn't begin in your wallet. It begins in your mind. The richest people in the world didn't wake up one morning with extraordinary lives. They built them one decision at a time. They trained themselves to think differently, act differently, and respond differently. While others looked for shortcuts, they looked for skills. While others complained about problems, they searched for solutions. The question isn't whether you were born rich. The question is, are you willing to think like someone who creates value? Every achievement starts with a belief. Every business begins as an idea. Every invention exists because someone imagined a better way before anyone else could see it. Your future is created by the thoughts you choose to repeat every single day. If you constantly tell yourself that success belongs to someone else, your actions will quietly prove you right. But if you begin believing that your effort, your learning, and your discipline can transform your life, your behavior starts changing. You notice opportunities instead of obstacles. You ask better questions. You become curious instead of fearful. Thinking rich isn't about pretending you're already wealthy. It's about believing you're capable of becoming more valuable. That's an important difference, because wealth follows value. The marketplace rewards people who solve problems, create opportunities, and improve the lives of others. The more value you bring, the greater your potential rewards become. So stop asking, how can I make quick money? Start asking, what skill can I master that people will gladly pay for? That single question can change your entire life. Every successful person understands something that many people ignore. Your greatest investment isn't the stock market. It isn't real estate. It isn't cryptocurrency. It's you, the knowledge you gain, the skills you develop, the habits you build. Those assets stay with you no matter what happens. Imagine reading just 10 pages every day. It doesn't sound impressive. But after 1 year, you've completed thousands of pages filled with ideas that most people will never discover. Small actions repeated consistently produce extraordinary results. Success isn't built during one incredible weekend. It's built during ordinary Mondays, ordinary Tuesdays, and ordinary Wednesdays when nobody is watching. The wealthy understand this. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Motivation changes with emotions. Systems continue even when emotions disappear. That's why discipline beats inspiration every time. You won't always feel excited. You won't always feel confident. Some mornings you'll wake up tired. Some evenings you'll wonder if your efforts matter. Keep going anyway. Consistency creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates bigger action. And bigger actions create bigger results. Another difference between average thinking and wealthy thinking is the relationship with time. Many people think only about today. They want immediate rewards, immediate comfort, immediate entertainment. But people who build lasting wealth ask a different question. What decision today will improve my life 5 years from now? That one question changes everything. Instead of wasting hours scrolling through endless distractions, they spend time learning. Instead of spending every dollar they earn, they invest part of it. Instead of avoiding difficult conversations, they develop communication skill. Instead of quitting when progress feels slow, they remember that meaningful success takes time. A tree doesn't grow overnight. Neither does a remarkable life. The strongest foundations are built patiently. Think about the people you admire. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, scientists. None of them became exceptional by chasing comfort. They embraced repetition, practice, failure, improvement, again and again. Your future depends less on your talent than your willingness to keep showing up. There will always be people who doubt you. Some won't understand your dreams. Others will laugh at your goals. Don't allow someone else's limited vision to become your permanent reality. Protect your mind. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every criticism deserves your energy. Choose carefully what you watch. Choose carefully what you read. Choose carefully who influences your thinking. Your environment quietly shapes your expectation. Spend enough time around people who complain about everything, and complaining becomes normal. Spend enough time around ambitious people who take responsibility for their lives, and growth becomes normal. Your standards rise because your surroundings rise. That's why successful people intentionally build environments that support their goals. They don't wait for perfect circumstances. They create them. Here's another truth that often gets overlooked. Rich thinking isn't selfish. It isn't about collecting expensive possessions just to impress strangers. True wealth creates freedom. Freedom to spend more time with family. Freedom to support meaningful causes. Freedom to choose work you enjoy. Freedom to help others without worrying about every expense. Money is a tool. Character determines how that tool is used. That's why personal growth should always come before financial growth. Become more reliable, more patient, more honest, more disciplined, more skilled. As you improve, your opportunities naturally expand. People trust those who consistently deliver value. Trust creates relationships. Relationships create opportunities. Opportunities create wealth. Everything connects. Many people spend years searching for the perfect opportunity. Meanwhile, successful people simply become the kind of person who recognizes opportunities when they appear. That's the real advantage. Preparation. When preparation meets opportunity, people call it luck. But it wasn't luck. It was invisible work finally becoming visible. So don't underestimate the quiet seasons. The months when nobody notices your progress. The nights spent studying, the mornings spent practicing, the weekends spent improving, instead of making excuses. Those moments are building the future version of you. Every day, ask yourself 3 questions. What did I learn today? How did I improve today? What one action will move me closer to my biggest goal tomorrow? Simple questions create powerful awareness. Awareness creates intentional action. Intentional action creates lasting success. Remember this, your life rarely changes because of one massive decision. It changes because of hundreds of small decisions made consistently. Wake up a little earlier. Read one more chapter. Save one more dollar. Learn one more skill. Have one more meaningful conversation. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Eventually, what once felt impossible becomes normal. That's how transformation happens. Not through magic, through momentum. There will be setbacks. Plans will fail. Markets will change. People will disappoint you. None of that has the power to define your future unless you allow it. Resilience is one of the greatest forms of wealth, because a person who refuses to quit can recover from almost anything. Every challenge teaches something. Every mistake contains a lesson. Every failure leaves behind experience that success alone could never provide. Use those lessons. Don't waste them. Keep your vision bigger than your temporary problems. Your current circumstances are not your final destination. They are simply your current location. You have the ability to grow beyond them. Not instantly, but steadily. Every disciplined choice strengthens your future. Every responsible action builds confidence. Every promise you keep to yourself increases self-respect. And self-respect becomes the foundation of achievement. So if you truly want to think rich and act rich, begin today. Not next month, not next year. Today. Read instead of scrolling. Learn instead of complaining. Create instead of consuming. Invest instead of wasting. Lead instead of following. Become the person your future success requires. Because wealth isn't reserved for people with perfect beginnings. It's earned by people who refuse to stop growing. The richest mindset is believing that every day is another opportunity to become more capable, more valuable, and more prepared than you were yesterday. Your greatest competition isn't another person. It's the version of yourself that settles for less than you're capable of becoming. Defeat that version, one disciplined decision at a time. Think rich, act rich, and let your actions become the evidence that your future is already under construction.